Welcome to the Blitz, everybody, and welcome into Week 5 of high school football at its finest. I'm Andrew Schnitker, and this week we're starting in the same place we did last week. In our Jeannie K. Tupper Game of the Week, the Tift County Blue Devils keep the intriguing games going against Thomas County Central in that lethal option attack. 2 straight wins for the Blue Devils in our Jeannie K. Tupper Game of the Week, but the real test for Tift County was facing the Yellow Jackets offense with Adam Choice and DeAndre Cooksey. But opening in the third quarter of this one, DeAndre Cooksey and the rest of the Yellow Jackets looking to be in some trouble, down 14-7, but check out this run by Cooksey. That's a brutal run, strong all the way down into Blue Devil territory. Yellow Jacket fans happy about that one. But then the Blue Devils, they get a break here, a fumble by TCC, and Devarius Vance, he recovers it for Tift County. So Blue Devils back in business, still up 14-7. Unfortunately for Tift County, they give it right back. Ryan Wedgeworth misplays a snap here. The Yellow Jackets recover, and then they keep on rolling from here. Adam Choice looking for the option, fakes it, goes on the run, appears to be in for the score, but hold on one second. Wait a second. Yeah, that yellow thing, that's a flag, so we call it back. Didn't really matter for TCC in the second half. This was all Jackets in this one. This is Shaquille Coleman on the pitch, and he gets it in for a touchdown to get this game knotted at 14 apiece. And then just a few minutes later for Thomas County Central, Adam Choice, that leader quarterback, he fakes the handoff, and he's going down the right side for another score. Get this, 27 unanswered points for Thomas County Central tonight, and they win in our Jeannie K. Tupper Game of the Week. Final score, 34-14. Well, the race for the playoff chase begins tonight for Quad A Region 1. Region competition opens with 8 teams vying at 4 spots. The Albany Indians can't say their season was off to a strong start, but a strong finish is still a possibility. Albany and America's Sumter kicking off from Hugh Mills Stadium tonight, and in the second half, wasn't pretty, but this was very pretty, a homecoming for Albany High. Now, the Indians notched their first win of the season last week. Not going to happen tonight. They're down 29-0 at the break. This is Malik Dungy at the quarterback's position, playing QB for Emmanuel Bird. And here later on the drive in the third quarter, that's picked off by Dion Shaking. Underneath for the Panthers, interception returned to midfield for America's Sumter. They're up 29-0. Now, Americas can't get anything done on that drive. They have to punt, and Quentin Sapp underneath it for the Indians, but Keith takes his eye off the ball there, can't come up with it, muffing the punt, and Americas, they're going to make you pay for that one. A little bit later on the drive, this is a pitch out to Wesley Fields. That gets Americas deep into Albany's territory around the 10-yard line. And then a few plays later, a few penalties back and forth. Bryce Benton, the quarterback, he's usually good with the arm. Apparently he's pretty good with his legs as well, going with a head full of steam. Touchdown for Americas, 36-0. They're up at this point, and they win this one by the final score of 43-0. More Quad A region games tonight. The Cairo Syrup-Makers planning their march for a third straight region title tonight against Crisp County in the Cougar Den. We're going to start in the second quarter of this one, or late first quarter. It's a defensive battle early on. Cairo struggling on offense. This is Donald Thomas finding some room up the middle. He gets down the sideline for a good run there. And then next play, he's going to get in a little bit of trouble. This is a fumble by Paul Davis. And Crisp County recovers, stopping the Syrup-Makers on a would-be touchdown drive. Now, late first, Travis Buford. Any running room against the Syrup-Maker defense. Maybe struggling on offense, but they had it going on the defensive side. Here's Thomas finding Dontre Anderson for the Syrup-Makers on a long pass. Crispy would hold here, but they would settle for a field goal by Taylor Donaldson. And it was 10-0 at this point, Cairo, and they keep on chopping there. Cairo wins this one by the final score of 31-0. Well, the Worth County Rams have seemingly lost their way since an opening week win. 2 points in 2 games has equaled 2 losses for those Rams. Now, the Doherty Trojans, under new coaching, were looking for their first region win since 2009, and the Rams were their opponent. Trojans traveling to Miller Field for the first region game of the season. Doherty 0-3, a third of the way through their year. Now, first quarter scoreless game. Worth on a 3rd and long. Doherty not buying that one. This is Demario Barney bringing him down, so Worth County forced to punt. Now, next possession for Doherty. Doherty's quarterback, Chris Thomas, gets hit hard by James Lindsay and Wesley Duthit. picks up for the Rams, and on the very next play, guess what's going to happen? Every time there's a turnover, you can expect a scoring play right afterwards. This is Zy Anderson, the freshman for the Worth County Rams, scoring to get the Worth County Rams on the board at 7-0. Now, a little bit later in the first quarter, Eli Riddell going deep for Levante Robinson, and he's there for the catch down to about the 5-yard line, and Eli Riddell able to sneak it in after that for a 15-0 lead early in the second quarter. And the Rams, they struggled a little bit early on, but they get it going in the second half, and they win this one by the final score, getting to 1-0 in the region, 35-8. Well, up next, Lee County's offense was flying around the field again, and for Fitzgerald, the Purple Hurricanes feeling good at home. Stay tuned for more from the Blitz. And welcome back to the Blitz. Well, it's no secret the Lee County Trojans like to put a lot of points on the scoreboard. It's working, as there's not an offense better than the Trojans as of right now. The title of 5A's highest scoring team plays in Lee County. Lee County and their 48 points a game are hosting Morrow High over at Trojan Field in Leesburg. Morrow, more known for their basketball, which, as you'll see, doesn't always translate to the football field. And tonight, the first quarter, first play from scrimmage, Morrow looks pumped up, but check this out from Emmanuel Eford. He takes it all the way to the house, barely being touched down the right sideline for an early Lee County lead at 7-0. Now Morrow on the offense coming on and trying to do something with it, but the snap goes over the quarterback's head and refs call it a fumble. Lee recovers, even though there was a little bit of disagreement on who ended up with that ball. The Trojans get it deep in Morrow territory, and then on the very next play, Kenneth Hurley. He's a dynamic running back, gets to the corner, the pitch, touchdown, 14-0 Lee County early on in this game, and this was just the beginning for the Trojans. They're up big, and they win this one in a running clock situation. Final score tonight from Leesburg, 42-6. Well, inches were the difference in a Fitzgerald overtime loss last week. Surprisingly, the Purple Hurricanes running game was stopped in its tracks on a fourth down play against Monroe. That wasn't going to stop Fitzgerald from running the ball this week against State Power Charlton County. And that's almost a guarantee for Fitzgerald. According to the Georgia High School Football Daily, the newsletter, Fitzgerald has completed only 6 passes this season. 6 passes, 3 games. So why leave a good thing when it's working? And it's clearly working here for the Purple Hurricanes. Ramirez Galden carrying it down the left sideline, pushed out of bounds by Jonathan West. Flag on the play. Purple Hurricane first down here. Now, multiple fouls push the ball back a little bit. Ramirez Galden connecting with Jaquil Johnson. So there you go. You get, I guess, another pass. That would be number 7 on the year for the Purple Hurricanes, just outside of the end zone. And on the next play, Fitzgerald puts it 7 points on the board for a 7-0 lead. Now, Trey Harrington here, looking to connect. Obviously, Jaquil Johnson just caught that ball. He catches another one, takes it all the way down for another Hurricane first down, and at the 42-yard line, Purple Hurricanes stop again. Great defense for Fitzgerald tonight, and they respond rather quickly against those Monroe Tornadoes. They win tonight, beating Single A Charlton 37-0. And returning to our game of the week, Thomas County Central using their options against Tift County, particularly in that second half. And with a final score of 34-14, Thomas County Central takes down Tift County. Fox 31's Sean Stryker is live at Brody Field with an update. Sean, how'd it go from the Devil's Den?
Yeah, that's right, Andrew. I'm here live at Brody Field in Tift County. And like you said earlier, the Blue Devils lost 34-14 to state-ranked opponent, the TCC Yellow Jackets. Now, this was sort of a test for the Blue Devils, This was a test for them, but just because they lost, I wouldn't say they necessarily failed that test. There was a lot of positives that can be taken from that, including they were actually tied heading into the fourth quarter. It did show them some things they need to work on, such as putting together a complete game. And you had spoke about the turnover that the Blue Devils forced on the Yellow Jackets. Unfortunately, after that, it was all Yellow Jackets from there. They went on to score, I believe it was 3 unanswered touchdowns. It's going to be really interesting to see if the Blue Devils can pick out some positives from this game and just get focused for next week. From Brody Field in Tift County, I'm Sean Stryker. Back to you in the studio, Andrew.
Thank you, Sean. So Tift County not able to get it done against Thomas County Central, but we'll have another week next week playing against Coffee County in region play. Well, coming up next on the Blitz, surprise teams in Berrien and Turner County meeting each other, plus Terrell County looking to build off their most recent win. Keep it here for more from the Blitz. And welcome back to the Blitz. Well, early this season, the two largest football surprises in South Georgia may be Turner County and those Berrien Rebels. Losing seasons in 2011, both teams have flipped the script through 3 games this year. So let's see how far they both come as the two were meeting in Nashville tonight. Both Turner and Berrien are coming off some lopsided wins. Berrien beating Lanier County last week, Turner County defeating Calhoun County, so setting up for a good game from surprise teams here. First quarter, Turner County defense turning it up first off. Devontae Bass for Berrien has nowhere to go on the run, and the Rebels gang tackling Berrien for the 4th down play. Now Berrien punts and Turner County driving. Mark Lamb bounces off some tackles. Another strong run here from Lamb, and he gets about 15 yards for a 1st down. And thus on the same drive, Luke Soliday dropping back to pass. Soliday hits Xavier Thomas. Another 1st down for the Rebels just past the sticks. And then, guess what? More again from Soliday. Rolling out this time. Great snag by Nate Martin, able to keep his hands underneath that ball. Guess what? Another 1st down. And then finally, they're going to punch it in. Methodical drive here for the Rebels. Tedrick Moore into the end zone for the touchdown, and he's getting one more score for the lead. And Turner County wins this one big. Final score tonight against those Berrien Rebels, 35-8. Well, a sigh of relief has come over the Terrell County Green Wave. The team entered with a convincing win last week to get their first win of the season, so we're going for the second one tonight. And Schley County struggling a little bit. There's Ja'Carrius Scott connects with Osmond Lemons, a 15-yard gain for the Green Wave. Very next play, Ja'Carrius Scott handing off to DeMarquise Carter, and that's going to go down the left sideline. Not a touchdown there. Great play by the Schley County defenseman, a 70-yard run, though, setting up bigger and better things for the Green Wave. And on the very next play, Ja'Carrius, Mr. Scott taking it in himself, a dynamic player for those Terrell County Green Wave, and he gets it up to 30-6 after a 2-point conversion. Wildcats trying to respond. Jake Peavy looking for his receiver, but it's going to slip out of his hands and right at the end zone. That was so close. He can't believe it either. And Schley County going to have a rough trip back home. Terrell County, good for them, getting their second win of the season. Final score 54-24. All right, coming at you for the Advantage Vinyl Siding and Roofing plays of the week. Well, you just saw this play from tonight's game. This is Scott hitting off to DeMarquise Carter. I'm going to go with the tackle there, though, as a great play as well. Carter getting a 70-yard run, Green Wave rolling in this game. And then this is the Lee County first play from scrimmage on the kickoff. It is Emmanuel Eford going all the way the distance for the Lee County Trojans, and they go the distance as well, beating Morrow. Final score 42-6. Now to vote for your favorite play, go to mysouthwestga.com/theblitz. Well, coming up, undefeated teams. We're meeting in Dawson tonight. Could Terrell Academy knock off the Southland Golden Raiders? You're going to have to stick tuned to find out next on the Blitz. And welcome back. Well, a pair of undefeated teams were meeting in Dawson tonight. Surprising strong starts from both Terrell Academy and Southland Academy. Last year, the Golden Raiders won 5 games all season, and tonight, Southland could match that mark with a win over those Terrell Academy Eagles. Terrell Academy also looking good, 4-0 on the season, and they were pumped up from Don Beer Field to start out this game. But first off, going with Southland. John Atkins starts the game with a handoff to Dustin Shaddles. Shaddles picked up quite a few yards against Sherwood. He played well again tonight. That was a 10-yard gain for Southland Academy. Now, Terrell Academy gets the ball back after no score. Christian Harris finds wide receiver Todd Beaver. Nice catch there by Beaver. 17-yard pickup. Drive stalls, though, for Terrell Academy. So Southland on the drive again. Justin Atkins throws. Dropped by McLean Cummins. They had a chance there to get a few more yards, but they're going to pick it up. And you got to check out this play because there might be a little bit of controversy later on in this one. Atkins going to Collins Christian. He goes deep, and it looks like a touchdown. They called it a touchdown there, but he might have dropped it. They get the score anyways for a 7-0 Southland Academy lead, and Southland wins this game by the final score of 18-12, so that touchdown may be a little bit of a difference, but congratulations to those Golden Raiders for that win. Well, coming up next week, there is a primetime slate of games for South Georgia. All the GHSA regions begin in full force. There are some state title contenders, with Colquitt County hosting Lowndes County, while Tift County traveling to Coffee for a showdown with Robbie Pruitt. Now, Thomasville will be trying to knock off undefeated Cook, and of course, Deerfield against Sherwood. Great Albany rivalry here in the area. So it's going to be hard to beat that slate of games going forward. And if you'd like to vote in our Game of the Week poll, get connected to mysouthwestga.com/theblitz. Well, it's the 5th edition of the Albany Technical College Game of the Week, and we're going to Fitzgerald for this one. A whole gang, I guess, or a whole group, a family of Purple Hurricanes celebrating here, and they're celebrating a great win for Fitzgerald as well. They win this one 37-0. Congratulations for being our Albany Technical College Fans of the Week. Well, deviating from high school football for just a moment, the Albany State Golden Rams are certainly focused on this weekend's home game against Miles College, but the team took some time away from the playbook this morning for a good cause. The ASU football team put on a tailgate of sorts for the Palmyra Nursing Home, and this is just one of the many events the football team does throughout the area. Boosting up the community is also a boost of morale for those Rams players.
My favorite part about it is just, getting to know the people out here and, just getting well acquainted with the elderly and hearing their stories and then, telling my stories back to them.
Well, Dudley and the Golden Rams are hoping to tell a good story to the community tomorrow night as they're looking for some revenge against those Miles College Golden Bears. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Well, that's going to do it for another installation of the Blitz, but it's not the end of high school football for the weekend. Westover Monroe squaring off tomorrow over at Hume Mill Stadium for a 7 o'clock kick as well. For all involved in this one, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend of football, everyone.